So Frank, you've decided to leave Derby County, become the new head coach at Chelsea. How difficult a decision was that for you?
Well, it was a tough decision because of the time I had at Derby. The opportunity that Mel Morris gave me to step into management, and the faith he put in me, and actually the big welcome that I had from the fans from day one, but throughout my time there. And I think the success and I think we had through the season, we failed at the final hurdle, unfortunately, but from where we were at the start of the season, it felt like we really had something good going, and I loved my time there. So for me, the reality is I think the Chelsea job is the one job that would give me that very difficult decision, but a decision that I've made. I had a long, obviously, career at Chelsea. People, I think, understand the link and the feeling I have for the club, and the opportunity is for me. But yes, I had a fantastic time at Derby. I certainly wished them well because I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to manage the club.
A very successful season, as you said, getting to the playoff final, also bringing through a number of young players such as Jayden Bogle. How happy are you with the legacy that you've left behind there?
Well, I'm happy. We worked hard, not just myself, but the staff, everybody. I've got to say the warmth of the people that work at Derby behind the scenes, they really create a very good environment. Certainly, it felt like that for me to work. But on the pitch, I think when I came in, it was very evident that the age of the squad was something the owner wanted to look at. We were the oldest squad in all the leagues, so there was an essence that we had to try and bring through young players. We had to try and recruit younger players, and in doing that, it's actually tough because we also wanted to change the style of play quite a lot. So there were a lot of challenges through the season, and I suppose I come out happy when I see people like Jayden Bogle, who hadn't played a game until we got there, emerge into the team and play very regularly through the season to a really high level at 18 years of age. But not just that, I don't want to just make it about the youth and the younger players, because I also relied heavily on some of the great characters that were there with experience, and Richie Keogh, Craig Bryson, David Nugent, Bradley Johnson. So I was fortunate enough to have a nice balance. We got a really good spirit amongst the team, and of course I wished them well. There were a lot of good players there, and I wish them well for the season coming up and onwards. I'll always have a feeling for the club because they made me so welcome.
And finally, if you could sum up your experience at Derby in just a few words, what would it be?
Well, I was privileged. I was honoured to manage a club with great tradition. I grew up very aware of Derby County. I used to watch old videos of my dad in the 70s playing against the great Derby team. So when I was offered the opportunity, I knew what a big deal it was for me and an opportunity, and I was always very aware of that. And I come out the other end, albeit 1 year later, but having met some great people. I have to talk about Mel Morris because as the owner and how he was with me from day one up until right now, and we'll be friends for a long time because he is an incredible leader of a club, a leader, full stop. And I come away making a lot of friends, living in a great city for a year, and I have huge respect, and I'd love to go back if invited to come and watch games or see some old friends again in the future.